gonna start here in just a moment. I need to send out I've just sent out a tweet. I need to, sorry about the noise. I need to send out a post on the Facebook, the Book of Faces. Hopefully nothing crashes. Please bear with me. Almost a disaster. Almost a disaster. Alrighty, waiting for the browser to do its thing. Alrighty. Clicking all the buttons, doing all the things. Facebook is shouting at me. Please hold. Oh. Sure. All right, let's do that. All right. They wanted me to try out something new. Done. There you go, Twitter or Facebook. All done? You happy? You happy? Good. All right, let's do this. One more thing. One more thing and I'll be done. Then we can get started. Like, Morph, why aren't you organized? Why don't you just do all this before? You're not my real dad. You're not my real dad. You're not my real mom. You can't tell me what to do. Alright, there we go. Okay. All the things taken care of. Facebook taken care of. The Twitters. I would post something on Instagram, but that would require too many steps. And I'm lazy. Too many steps. So today is it's every other Friday, so this is my Friday off. And while we're here waiting, I am going to step away for just a moment. Hopefully people will turn up soon. I do need to send out a few other things. So I'm going to leave the music playing for a bit. I'm going to mute myself. Oh, hi, Snowlaxif. You forgot to charge your phone. How can you forget to charge your phone? What? Young lady, proper prior preparation prevents poor performances. Now, you could say, well, Morph, that sounds like you should practice before, like, a nation's race. Instead of just jumping on, deciding 20 minutes before the race to go ahead and participate. I mean, yes. Yes. Yes, that would be true. But that's me. That's me. So, as I'm fond of saying, you should consider following my sage advice. And not you keep it in your pocket at work to count your steps. Oh, nice. Okay. How many steps are you up to? What's your daily count? Or what's today's count? Think Spacer gave you a charged portable battery. Okay. That's not bad. And that's just at work? Speaking of, I've yet to do my push-ups this morning. All right, I do my first batch. I'll double down. I'll double up on my push-ups after the podcast. I'm trying not to burn my arms out. I overdid it initially. That's a lot of steps at work. You probably don't realize, most people don't realize how much they move. I would have been 70,000 steps, but your pocket to listen to music for an hour or two. Okay. So, the other day, I weighed like a load of laundry that Midnight Wife carries, and it came out to, oh shoot, maybe 5 kilograms? That's about 10, 11 pounds? Or something. It was like round trip, or after so many trips it come out to 5 kilos, or per trip. But either way, it was a ridiculous number. And I firmly believe that daily work, just moving about, people don't realize how much they walk upstairs, walk over to the gym's desk, walk back to the refrigerator, to get a slab of meat if you work in a butcher shop or something like that. Also, I'm amazed at how much time Midnight Chef spends on her feet. It's absolutely bonkers. And I really, right, it's crazy. I really, really think, like a lot of people poo-poo the role of housewife. That's because they took away the really cool name that it was before. It was the mistress of the house, and it doesn't mean like the side piece. No, it was the mistress of a house. She ran everything. And like, what do they call it? House. Well, there was another title that we used to have for housewives. But I think the current title. Hey, what's up, Miss F? What happened to your Fitbit? How are you, Nasef? Is it Nasif? Is it an E? Like seed? Nasif? Gotta go do something. Okay, go back to work. Don't get fired. But as I was saying, internet, the role of housewife is drastically underappreciated. Wait, what is that? Wait, what? The D is an F? Just saying it's like seed. Okay. Okay, Nasif. Okay. Woo. Like, wait, what? How are you doing? Nasif. Then swap the D for the F. Okay. How are you today? I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Even though I was up until 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, and then up at 8:30, I feel refreshed. Oh, it's 3:40 a.m. Okay, I'll whisper. I don't want to wake everyone up in your family. Yeah, that's about the time I went to sleep last night. I got stuck in the destiny loop. I probably spent about 3 hours trying to sort out like 2 stages of this activity in Destiny. I don't know if you play Destiny or not. And I knew I wasn't going to succeed. But my whole purpose for what some would say wasting my time was to figure out the mechanics. Like how to cheat the mechanics. Or I'm sorry, how to exploit The mechanics. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me clean that up. So there's the first room that you enter on this like part of this dungeon. It tells you to search the area. And on the other side of the map, or other side of the room, there's an exit, but there are like trip mine laser beams blocking the exit. And you see where you are. You sort of see the marker where you need to exit the room. And what they don't tell you, what I figured out last night, is you don't have to kill everything in the room. In this particular variation of this strike or nightfall, what it's called. So, me, being me, and by that I mean, it's like certainly there's some cheese somewhere. There's got to be some cheese here somewhere. Because I was trying to solo something that required a team of 3. There's got to be a way I can cheese my way through this. Come on, iMorph, use your brain. So I said, I wonder when the door opens or the lasers deactivate. Huh. So instead of trying to fight through everything in the room, I cleared a small path, and I didn't kill everything. I shot something the first time. Well, not the first time. The first time I successfully managed to trigger be able to deactivate the security system. The security system dropped, and then another wave of baddies rolled in. But the door was open. The pathway was clear. Get out of here. So, thankfully, the particular character I was running can turn invisible. So I turned invisible, sprinted across the room, through the doorway, up the stairs. The next quest waymarker popped up upstairs in the next room. I turned around, watched what happened in the room I had just exited, and all the bad guys despawned. Just like, So I got out some wine, some crackers, and I enjoyed my cheese on the stairs. I'm like, yes! Yes! If I don't have to do it, if I can cheese my way through it, I figure if I can spend an hour or more trying to suss this out, I should be able to exploit that mechanic or mechanism or whatever it's called. So, and then in the next area, it's just chaos. There's so much stuff wiping you out. And a lot of it's like way across, like it's outside of the room that you're in, and you can't really do a lot of damage from a distance. I'm like, dang, this sucks. And then all the things that are right in front of you are just massively overpowered. And first I'm trying to kill everything. I'm hiding behind barrels, right? It's like, what? Oh, man, this sucks. I'm never going to finish. Change my loadout. Like, all right, I'm kind of making progress, but this is dumb. So initially I went out, right? I just sort of did a spray and pray. And I shot everything, and I threw grenades, and just like, everybody die, I hate you, you're dumb. And went and sat back in my little cubby hole, and I was sulking. And then I started seeing, I started receiving notifications that the bad guys I had shot were dying. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. So I know my grenades are no longer active. I'm like, oh, I know who's killing. Who is killing whom? So there are 2 factions fighting outside. So since I tagged everyone, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that they were fighting each other. So I grabbed myself a figurative cup of coffee, found a perch, and then watched the 2 factions fight and start taking each other out. like, this cheese is, it wasn't quite as large a hunk of cheese as the previous. This is more like a slice of processed cheese, right? That I guess you guys call it American cheese in the UK. It was a slice of processed cheese, you know, Velveeta slices or something. And so I figured out if I tag all the big things, if I take out, well, I take out a couple of big things, uh, all the little things get taken out by the. Anyway, there are these two groups. If I play it right, I can get them to almost dwindle each other down to where it's a manageable state of affairs. So that's why I spent maybe 3-4 hours or more doing. But I love finding cheese. I so love finding cheese like that. So yeah. So that's probably why I'm in a good mood. I'll probably crash later from exhaustion because I was up until 3:34, then up at 8:30. I'm gonna pay the price. I'm gonna pay the price. All right, I need to step away for just a moment. I gotta ping a few people, and I'll be right back. All right, let's see. Are you a gamer? If you're still awake, it's probably 4. It's 3:30, almost 4 a.m. If you're still awake, are you a gamer? Just wait for a few more folks to turn up. Okay, I think Nasif is asleep, so let's try not to wake up him or her. All right, just waiting for a few more minutes. I sent out some messages to people who I have to remind. It's like, hey, don't forget podcast day. And they're like, oh, thanks, on my way. It's important that everyone is here when we start the fun and games. All right, well, we can't wait forever though, right? So let's get started. Hello, I'm iMorph TV, and as the Japanese say, I will be your navigator, aka I'm the host, aka the DJ, but there is no music. And this podcast is brought to you by Drake B. Kings, the royalty-free audio that you're hearing now in the background. I often think that I should update this playlist with something else, but you know what? I'm too lazy. They say, but Morph, you spent time downloading and installing all kinds of various geeky tools to make this podcast, like Scapes, CSV Kit, Curl, and ImageCat, but you're too lazy to find a new playlist? And the answer to that question would be yes. Yes. And your follow-up question would be, but Morph, it's just music. The answer to that question is, yeah, just music, but I gotta sit and listen to it and make sure all the tracks are something that I like, and it's gonna have a nice flow. And then I'll listen to like several different, that's what happened with this Breakbeat Kings. Listen to several different playlists that remember, oh, which one was it that I liked? Like, oh, I should have written it down. I know, no. So we're stuck with this until one of two things happen. Either A, someone says, Morph, we're sick of listening to the same freaking playlist. Here's another. I found one for you on iTunes. Here. Or B, I just can't put up with it any longer myself, and I go out and grab a new one. So here is a link to the Breakbeat Kings on the iTunes. This is Scapes. Scapes is, I have no idea what SIP stands for. SIP. I have no idea, but all I use SIP to do, I use SIP solely for the purpose of resizing images or resampling images so they fit here on the screen and are viewable. That's it. The actual tool itself, crazy amount of functions, but I won't get into that. CSV Kit, which turns CSV into the table that you see here on the screen. And Curl to grab images. I made a new function today, or alias, called grab. And all I did was I alias Curl to with the O output flag, solely because I didn't want to type the flag each time I wanted to put a rename a file from whatever the developer or whatever is named on the internet. So I'm too lazy to write those two characters, -O. So I made an entire alias for that purpose. Yes. That's how bad it is. That's how incredibly lazy I can be. I spent time like, oh man, how can I go about this doing less? Then we have ImageCat, which shows images here in the terminal, which is an example. This is the astronaut from Returnal, which I need to return to, the video game, the PS5 exclusive. Now, I don't mind about exclusives because there's a big row on the net, right? I don't mind when exclusives are for PlayStation, but I'm really upset when they're for Xbox and PC. Starfield would be a good example. Oh, I feel betrayed by Bethesda. Oh, my heart. If you are the geeky type, or if you just want to see what this is all about, here's a link to Scapes. Here's a link to, it's not called Toolkit, it's called CSV Kit. Actually, we just do this. Right, that's what I should change it to. Hey, what's up, nerds? There's our link to CSV Kit, to Curl, to grab and pull down all those files because I are lazy. And then we have ImageCat, which allows you to show images in the command line because that's the way to go. And then Canva for creating all your wonderful presentation, graphic needs stuff if you are not artistically inclined. And last, we have our top vid, which is loved by, what is it? The young man who's studying business, Funkbot 10,000 by Jazz Emu. Love this video. That's what's driving this podcast here. We're gonna have a new top video to add. We'll have multiple top videos. Might break off into its own folder or file or something later. And yeah, that's what's bringing you to the show today. So let us get started. What's on the agenda? We're going to talk about. So there are some mistakes here. We'll talk about that later. We're gonna have GT Sport, Battlefield 2042 reactions to the Ranzook maneuver that was part of the game reveal. A 5-minute long video. It's freaking brilliant. Some of these reactions is just it's Strebel just collected reactions from people, YouTubers from the Rinzook move. It's so good. I've watched it so many times. I laugh so hard. Then we have Tower Wisdom. Today is Japanese Kanji Solte. My pronunciation is probably really dodgy, but that's not important right now. Royal Order of Adjectives. I forgot to capitalize order. And should I just make that correction now? Should I do it now? Should I do it now? Should I be lazy? Should I not be lazy? It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. See, now I'll do this. Now I'll spend time tabbing along just to correct. I don't want to move by word because this freaking terminal app is so weird. I can't move by word or something like that. It's just so broken. I need to sort that out. See, I'm too lazy to figure out how to make it work. Okay, there we go. So we have GT Sport doing. We have some images from Mikado JPN. Blah 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 blah. Royal Order of Adjectives, and then we're gonna have a 5-paragraph essay. And the topic is, why does iMorph find Nicole Kidman attractive? Why is Nicole Kidman a total freaking hottie? Now you might say, Morph, aren't you probably going to end up sleeping in the doghouse or on the sofa after this? Yes, but it's worth it. It's for you, internet. I do it all for you. All right, let's get started. We'll jump right into it. We have the Double Dash. Current standings after 3 rounds. We have leading the series over 9,000 vegetable varieties with 33 points, tied with Laser Team with 33 points. Phantom Racers with 29 points. I let Havoc down. This is my team. I let Havoc down. Oh yeah, it's tied. So, I was driving solo against the pack. Havoc was unable to participate. He's the stronger of the two of us on the team. I'm like Massa, right? He's Schumacher and I'm Massa. Or who are second drivers? Because the second drivers were obviously the second drivers. Riccardo Patrese. Go Team Blame. You guys only have 1 point. So I've decided if people turn up and want to participate and they're not really officially part of it, their points go to Blame. And so we're at 29 points, shared second position with Heavy Metal Racing, who also has a total of 29 points, and Red Wind with 24. Blame, even though you're not on the list, I did make a chart with the results. I need to fix that also. So here we are. Round 1 over 9,000 vegetable varieties scored 10 points, and they scored 10 in the second round and 13 in the third round. There's our team. I should add you guys. I should do it right now. Should I do it right now? I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. I mean, it's a space there, right? So Blame. You guys scored 1 point in the first round, and then Okay, there we are. So there are the standings. The other team scored 9 points in the first round, 8 in the second, and 16. They brought home all the bacon. They brought home the bacon and pineapple and the dough, and they made pineapple and pizza. They had all the things. I brought in a measly 5 points in round three. I'm so embarrassed. And we scored 15 in round two, which was the rally fiasco. That was so crazy. So much contact throughout the duration of the race. Heavy metal racers all of a sudden just brought their A game. They're sort of languishing, right? Initially 7 points, 8 points, and then boom, they came with a hard 14. 14 points there. Third most points scored, right? 16, 50, 40, yeah. And then Red Wind, they struggled in round one, and they've had really strong showing in both rounds 2 and 3. So there we are. 33, 33, 29, 29, 24, and 1. Now the most important thing we must remember is down here in the bottom right hand corner, underneath the Blame's total points. Not a cult. We are not a cult. No matter what people say, we're totally not a cult until you're part of the cult, and then we're a cult. So there are the current standings. The question is, will I be able to get my act together? And definitely not, maybe, probably not a cult. Right? All right. Tip tap tapping away at the keys there. Okay, so let's move on to the photos that Ikara JPN snapped for us. I just need to figure out where I am. Oh, I know. Watch this. I'm so smart. See? So I think that's 001. I can tell because if we go here, yes. Okay, all right. We're gonna go to 002. All right. So Ikara JPN was kind enough to snap some photos, some race photos after we completed the event, and he posted them over on the Gran Turismo Sport website. If you want to see those images, Morph, what did you hide them? See. So if you want to head over to Ikara JPN's GT Sport page, it is there at that link. You have to log in with your PlayStation credentials, login password, and then you can go over to maybe gallery, and you can see all the different things that he has shared with the Gran Turismo Sport community. I need to make a clear. I need to add a few things to that. Okay, that's not important right now. What's important is that we see our first shot here of Kaz. I don't know where this is on the circuit. Where is he? Anyway, this is Kaz in the GTI. He had just as I predicted, if he got off to a good start, he would finish well. But the odds are high he was going to have a major off somewhere and compromise his own race. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened maybe on lap 1 or 2. Kaz went sliding off into the sweet by and by, and then he just languished at the back of the pack for most of the race after that. Poor fella. Hey, there she is, the brown bunny, aka my sibling, aka DNA. What do we say we are? DNA. Well, we share the same DNA, don't we? AKA Photo Spice, ex-podcaster, sewing podcaster, I believe, and co-host on our podcast Mixology. DNA siblings. I've been saying the same thing twice. DNA partners. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to number 3. There's a photo. This is Variety, level 7. Apparently, coffee is pretty much spelled the same way in the, oh, what do they call them? Indo-European. It's a group of languages. And I think most of the European languages, which would include also English, fall in that same PIE or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. So coffee is pretty close in every single language. Russian and Polish, Dutch. It's got the K looking thing and the double F's. It looks like coffee. And that's coffee. I forget which language this is in, but it's similar everywhere. And this is Variety level 7 in the Honda NSX. My most hated car. I love Honda, dear sister.
Thank you for trying this demo.
What's your least favorite language? Russian? Wait, why would Russian be your least favorite language? They've got a great national anthem. Dun, 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 dun. English is the best language ever. Best language ever. I will fight you on this. It's really, there's a, we just purchased a book to try to help my students improve their English. And it basically just goes on about how the way Japanese is currently taught in Japanese schools to Japanese native speakers is lacks critical thinking, lacks clear patterns of exposition and organization. Whereas English, and this person is like, yeah, English is tight. Like, English is really, really tight. So I will fight you. You're just bitter that you can't spell. There, see? That just be honest. Isn't it better when you're honest? I can't spell either. What's up, Chef? Chef. No, Chef. Okay. Brown Bunny, this is Chef. Chef, this is my sister Brown Bunny, aka Photo Spice. So the last time I rated you, Chef, you were celebrating your birthday. You were drunk. That was the funniest thing ever. You were so, dude, that was my skull. Like Jeff Spicoli, it was so good. How are you, Chef? The only 2 words you need to know in the English language. Okay, all right, what are these 2 words? Oh, I know what they are. Go ahead. Blame Emmett Croat. Exactly. All right. What was that? 3? Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a laser. Yeah, it was so good though. It was your birthday, right? So this is laser coming through this harbor section. It feels like harbor section. I think this is the exit after Deschicane. Unsure. I can't quite place this. And all right, we're gonna move on to Mr. Flynn. All these photos were brought to you by Hikaru JPN. Mr. Flynn also driving the Honda NSX. Oh yeah, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine how many trips you had to make to the restroom. You're probably just constantly running to the restroom. I gotta go, you guys. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Excuse me. All right, I really love the photo mode. Everyone loves the NSX. No, some of us don't. Some of us definitely do not like that. It's a beautiful looking car. All right, I'll be clear. Okay. So you're probably wondering why I'm having to be very careful with. So, dear sister here works for Honda, and she said the best comment about the Battlefield trailer, but we'll talk about that later. It's a beautiful looking car. Horrible to drive. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't drive it. That's why I hate it. There. So just like you in English, not being able to spell, I can't drive the Honda. It breaks me every single time. I'm triggered. I'm so triggered. See? Oh. All right, let's move on. Let's first do this. Then we have Eternicus and the Lexus. Now, even though we're not on the same team, we're both rocking the Lexus. I really like this car. He's got the classic Rothman's livery. I've got the Starbucks livery. That's me back there. That's me. That's me. We're climbing up the hill before the right-hander, then the left-hander at the top. This section is really good to pass at. I like going down through here. You climb, you crest, and then you dive down to this hollow, then you climb again and crest, and then you have a left-hander, then you climb again, you keep climbing. I feel like our dad. Climbing, and then you dive down through this S-turns, which are really tight chicane at the bottom of that little climb there. Very short hollow, and then you streak down to the front straight. It is a good shot, right? Car JPN. When he puts his mind to it, the car JPN is really good. It's a very nice shot. Nice shot. Blah. Here we have another one. This is, I believe this is Vegeta. I think probably racing car JPN, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure who that is. Probably car JPN. This is another good shot. We have a little, we have a panning. Very nice shot. In the GTI is Vegeta. And then we have Knight Rider in the Red Dead Redemption 2 GTI. Sporting the Fancy Coffee Club signature file on the back there, that left quarter panel. Is that what that's called? Apparently he likes, well, I know some people here, Gorgeous Beefcake, love Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2. And then we have myself in the Starbucks liveried Lexus. Love me some Starbucks. Love Starbucks. Good. Actually, I'm drinking from a Starbucks cup right now. If you are not familiar with Gran Turismo Sport, it comes with a photo mode with a very nice traditional. Oh, dear sister, you'll appreciate this. You haven't been on Red Dead in so long, you had to jump back in. Yeah, you might. Yeah, it is a hot shot, right? So check it out. The photo mode you have. It shows you, it's like looking at a camera when you go through the viewfinder. So you see your f-stop, your shutter speed, and your focal length. And then there are three, they kind of cheat. They have 3 panning modes. They can get different kind of panning effects. And so when you're panning, you want the blur lines to move a certain way, right? So the direction that you turn the wheels on the car have an impact on the direction of the streaks from panning. It's a really good photo mode interface, UI, and the interface itself and the experience with interface is really nice. It's probably for me, it's personally the best one because it's like a regular camera. and I know how a regular camera works, like a digital or SLR works. So for me, it's really nice. Okay, I need this a 50 millimeter shot. I want a wide angle. I need to go out to the 24. I'm going to push in. I'm going to set the shutter speed to this. I'm going to set the panning to that. It's really, really nice. Name a more iconic tool. Yeah. I love photo mode. I really cut back on how much I go into photo mode when I stream now, though, because I'll just spend hours in it. But I need it. I need it to feed that monster. That was 9. And then there's the Kanji JPN himself in the Lexus, leading a trio of GTRs. Look at that. Just smashing those GTRs. What was that? 10. And this is the finish. Oh, that's right. We forgot to finish. So the finish, Laser totally bagged my pockets and bagged Eternicus' pockets as we came down that long straightaway. You know, track day photos? That's basically what this is. It got in the slipstream, and I knew on exit way back, even before that kink you see there, way back in the background, I knew I was done. I knew I was done. There was no way I could hold them off. And both Laser, who's in the UCC Coffee, Good Coffee Smile, Lexus, and Eternicus in the Rothman's Lexus, they gobbled me up. So mad. So mad. I'm so helpless. So infuriating. Ah! So, all right. So that's how we finished. And I hopped into photo mode the other day, off stream, and just took a photo myself of this Doraemon liveried Atenza. Unfortunately, there is more to the photo, just a little bit more, but unfortunately, I can't get it to fit properly. So the nose is cut off on the car, but there's more to the photo. You can actually see the full front nose and the bumper of the car, the splitter. This is somewhere in Japan, in front of a hotel or something. So yeah. I miss photo mode so much. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Do we try to tab? Yep, that's it. All right. Alrighty, so let's move out of there. So we just covered the we just covered GTS. If you want to check out Laser's profile in Gran Turismo Sport, it is there. Kanji JPN is here. And let's move on to the Battlefield reactions. Just go watch this. I posted it on Twitter, but please watch this reaction video to the Rendazook, which is Rendezvous plus Bazooka. It's the classic Battlefield 3 move. You've probably seen it. A guy piloting, I think, a Fulcrum, a Russian jet. I think it's a Russian jet. Ejects out in mid-flight, only in Battlefield. Ejects out of his aircraft, arms his bazooka, fires it at the enemy aircraft. I guess they're called felons now. That reaction video, I know, right? Falls at the felon, blows up the opposing force aircraft, and then re-enters his own aircraft. And that was I guess he popularized the move. But it did exist in other form in different Battlefield, I think Battlefield 1942. But everyone's familiar with the Battlefield 3 clip. It was included Something similar was included in the reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042, and Strebo went out and got all the reactions. Not all, there's so many, maybe what, 10, 12 YouTuber reactions to that moment. Some people are familiar with the Rindazook. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Others are not. So some of the reactions are absolutely fantastic. My favorite is Mar something. It's a guy with his wife. He's wearing glasses. She wears glasses. And his reaction is by far the best. They're such a cute couple. You'll know the couple. He's just so down to earth, and he's real. He's just very real about where he stands in the pecking order. Love that guy. They were so cute, right? Oh my god. So that's the Battlefield 2042. Will I be playing Battlefield 2042? Yes. Will I suck at it? Most likely. Will I care? No, because only in Battlefield. All right, so let's move on to Tower Wisdom. And I need to figure out if I'm in the right folder. I am in the correct folder. And, oh wait, I forgot to post a few things. Hold on. Okay, so check out Strebo. Strebo is here. And right, okay, now we're gonna go into Tower Wisdom. I think this was in a Highline story. I'm not sure is it Highline or Harry Harrison. I'm not quite sure when I first saw this. Tan Staffel. One of my favorite phrases. I live by this. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. It's possible I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I don't care. That's how important it is to me. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. A more formal way of saying it is, there's always a trade-off, right? There's always a trade-off. If you see, oh, free lunch, beer is going to be more expensive than usual, or they're going to have, the food's going to be salty, so you order a drink, right? So Tan Staffel, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. There's always a trade-off. Always. Always. Everyone goes on about, oh, solar is the best thing. It's so good for the environment. All of that nasty stuff they put in the battery, all that exotic metals to make it work, we don't know what to do with it. There's always a trade-off. I'm giving out free lunches, but there's only one thing on the menu. Oh, God. What's that? Knuckle sandwiches. Ah! Well played, sir. Oh, that's so good. So, you just talk to Vegeta. He's got some brass knuckles. You might want to. You had that with or without brass knuckles. That would be your with an option. Brass knuckles or without. So, I love all forms of power generation. I love extra brass. Oh, so good. So, so I love the idea of solar. I love the idea of wind. But I don't like how people say that, oh, it's perfectly clean or there are no downsides. That's a bunch of malarkey. Wind farms are huge. And then you have to have batteries to store all of that. Oh, but the technology will get smaller. This is true. But wind farms are huge. And the maintenance right now is insane. This whole approach of trying to instantly replace like coal or or dams. Just trying to do it right out the gate is dumb. Dumb. D-U-M. Dumb. D-U-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M. Dumb. Dumb. Start small. Start small. And then ramp it up. That's the key to success. That's the key. For solar, they should have started really, really small. They should have started with utility poles for I don't, what are they called in English? Gaito. I can think of it in Japanese, but not in English. The things, the lights that are on the streets that come on at night so that you can see where you're going. What are they called? Street lights? No. Yeah, street lights. So they should have started there. Localized, small. You know, you can you can just slap it on, right? Let it have the solar panel charge throughout the day, and then mount batteries at the base, and just have a few, just a few to test it out. Lights on the streets, what are they called? You have those now. See, that's where they should have started. That's where you start, right? Wind should have been the same way, just on individual buildings, right? And throughout the day, it should have been a combination of wind, solar panels that fit on windows, right? And integrated into the windows. That's where they should have started. This wholesale is just dumb. Because in the end, nuclear actually is more bang for your buck. But that's not the end all, right? There should be things that generate at the base level, and then little supplements like vitamins. It's blinding, right? Because it's dumb. It's dumb. And we're just gonna try to replace it right off the bat. Dumb. Dumb. Why do people do stupid things? Start small. Start small. So yeah, tan staff. Ain't no such thing as a free lunch. I don't know how it got started in solar, but everything is always a trade-off. Okay, I'm not gonna rant. Okay, so let's move on. I'm gonna try to keep the ranting to a minimum today, you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I got no promises for you. Let's look on some new words that I've learned in Japanese, and this is sote, which means approximately or predicted. If I run a humidifier and a dehumidifier in the same room, can I transmit water wirelessly? I don't even know how to grok that. If you run a humidifier and a dehumidifier in the same room, can you transmit water? How does that even? Why? But I'm so confused right now. Let's move on. This is easier than what you just said. This kanji here is easier than this concept of running a humidifier and a dehumidifier. Can you transmit water wirelessly? Why would you run what? Wouldn't you get electrocuted? Powdered water? Could someone escort Garage Beers out of here, aka Gorgeous Beefcake? All right, so I was on Twitter, and the middle kanji, the second row, is kataomoi. And it means sort of like one-way feelings or one-way thought, mainly used when you're talking about a relationship, right? Or quite often paired with talking about it's a one-way love, right? So kata, which is kind of like side, and omoi is thoughts or feelings kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure. Generally in that area. And this is part of my journey of just not guessing, but identifying parts of kanji, learning things as I go along, as I see characters on the street. The top character, the first row. So first I saw the second row, katomoi, and I was like, oh, that just means sort of like one-way feelings. Now, the top row is sote, which sort of means predicted or presumed or supposition. And it was paired with water level. Like if there's a flooding, this is the projected flood level. But at the time, I just couldn't wrap my brain around this thought, and it's like there's a supposition, and like don't want to explain tape, but this concept blew my mind. So I went to my wife. I said, why are these two characters together, and why does it mean projected? She goes, oh, that's a pretty good question. But she goes, it just is. I'm like, fine. So the middle kanji, the middle character in the third row is what I saw first. Then I spotted it on the sign saying this is a projected water line. And then the word kata, this is so confusing. I can't draw on the screen. So the first character in the second row is kata. And there's a Japanese race car driver called Katayama Ukyo. And that's the connection my brain makes between these three. That's how these characters are all connected. These words and these names are all connected together. And I think this guy's name is quite interesting. The Japanese guy's name at the bottom there. It's like one side mountain, and then it's the right. It's such a weird name. I know all the characters individually, but I don't know why they're strung together or how to make a meaning out of it. The fourth character on the third row is, I think, the character that you see in Kyoto. And then the character to the left of that is the character for right. And then the character to the left of that is a character for mountain. And then the character for that, the first character is like side or position. So mountain side, right, Kyoto. I have no idea. No freaking clue. But that's how my brain works. And this is how I'm teaching myself. Making myself get better. Oops. It's in the Japanese. Okay. And let's talk about work. So, one of the big I'm thinking. Does everyone remember being taught the Royal Order of Adjectives? Does anyone remember this? The Royal Order of Adjectives? We were taught this. Dear sister, we both attended the same elementary school, so I guarantee you, no, we were both taught this. You don't remember. We were taught this. I remember. I remember. Either A, someone didn't teach it to you, or you don't remember. But we were all taught this. Fake news. Fess up, say it. Do you remember? Da, 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 da. So Gorgeous Beefcake, my mom loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. She played the heck out of Earth, Wind, and Fire. She taught me how to cha-cha, actually. Wait, you love Earth, Wind, and Fire, or did she teach you how to cha-cha? Both. Yeah. You can incorporate the cha-cha into almost any dance, and people are like, wow, that was a cool move. It's like, yeah, they don't even know what it is. But anyway, Royal Order of Adjectives. You were taught this. The odds are very high that you don't remember. But you know when someone says information in the wrong order. Something feels off, and you sort of correct it in your brain. Because you know explicitly, even though you were taught explicitly and you forgot, subconsciously you know that something is off. So this is the order. You have something called a determiner. And this will be like the, my, your, his, her, these, those, one, two, three, four, five. Um, this sort of dictates like who it belongs to or how many there are, right? So I bought and we know from that, okay, we've determined that it's one of something. I bought my, okay, it's his, right? I bought three, and this sort of helps the other person clearly start to see, or gives them an idea of what we're talking about. I bought a. And when you hear I bought a, it automatically narrows what we're about to discuss, or the range or the scope. I bought a new car. You say, well, more. So, I bought a tablet. Okay, we're talking about digital devices. I bought a tablet. I bought that. If you put that in front of it, we automatically, and you don't realize this, start to say, okay, he didn't say he said that, which means after I hear what he purchased, we're going to get the backstory about whatever it is he purchased. So I bought that tablet which you recommended, right? Automatically tells you there's no backstory, and we're hearing it for the first time. And there's no backstory. I bought an iPad. I bought an iPad mini. I bought the iPad mini that Apple just released. If we hear the, it means there's a backstory. So that's why it's a determinant. It sort of determines, it sort of narrows the scope of what we're about to discuss or what you're about to hear. And then we have opinion / observation. This will be cute, clean, dirty, oversized, maybe not oversized, honest. How can... I'm glad I decided to talk about this. So this is... I'm so glad. I debated if I should talk about this or not. So we have our determiner. So I bought a cheap... That's our opinion. We're going to skip oversized, shape, age, and color. We're going to go to origin. I bought a cheap Samsung. We're not going to have a qualifier. Tablet, which is our noun. We usually try not to have more than 3. Sometimes we won't count the determiner in adjectives. We don't want to overload the sentence. So size, shape, age, and color. Now, when you Google Royal Order of Adjectives, you're going to see the same chart. And they're going to say things like big, old. That is incorrect. These must always be numbers. They have to be numbers. You can say, but Morph, it doesn't matter. It does. It does. It so does. Why are you being so anal about it? Because when you're... I've really gotten this way from teaching English. If you're not clear, it paints the wrong picture in the other person's head. And everyone's definition of big or small or young or old, these things are not clear. These things are not well defined. They're sort of blobs in our brain. Everyone has their own definition, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. So, I bought a 32-inch blah blah. That's why we talk about inches, right? Don't. I'm just saying it right now. Just don't do it, you guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. But we all know what we want to talk about, right? Size. doesn't matter. Yes, I said it. I don't know about that. All right. We'll have that debate another time on a different type of podcast. But for now, let's just push on. And so be very clear, right? These have to be figures, so the other person has a clear picture in their head about what we're discussing. And then material. We have origin, Japan, or Japanese, British, French. It could be a store name. And then material. When you talk about food, this becomes ingredients. And you guys, when we talk about food in the stream, all you guys do is list ingredients. I ate a beautiful ham, cheese, onion, blah, blah, blah hoagie. It's very, very detailed. There's actually an order, which I've discussed in a previous episode, that we talk about ingredients. So it's protein, veggies, and then carbs, if there are carbs involved, and if there's a soup or something, these get a bit fuzzy. But definitely protein, veggies. We're not talking about toppings. We're talking main ingredients, right? So we talk about protein, main protein, main vegetables. If it's a sandwich or like if it's rice-based, we'll play around with it. And then soup, and then seasonings and sauces and toppings sort of fall afterward. And that becomes a thing of if you're going to go bottom to top or top to bottom, right? Pizza, we start. We'll say what kind of pizza it is and then what it's topped with. Topped with, blah, 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 blah. So there are all these rules that we follow all the time. Most of the time you don't realize it because you see it in commercials, you see it on menus, and you subconsciously as a kid, you analyze it, and then once you've identified the pattern, then you internalize it, and then you forget that you even actually analyzed the situation, right? So anyway, here are the determiners. Here are the royal order of adjectives. Determiner, opinion, observation, size, shape, age, color. Don't try to say them all. Don't try to stack up. We want to talk about size, shape, age, color all at once. Don't do it. It's just physical description. Pick the key descriptor. Origin, the material or the ingredients. And then the qualifier would be something like, if we have shoes, we want to know what kind of shoes. Tennis shoes, basketball shoes, running shoes, boots, hiking boots, right? So that's your qualifier. Ball, football, right? Ball, tennis ball, basketball, right? So that's the qualifier. So you do this subconsciously. This is what I have to teach my students to do. So in Japanese, the adjectives tend to normally just fall on opinion and observation. And then all the other parts of the adjective disappear, or they pop up much later in the conversation. Whereas we put all this at the top in our very first sentence. What did you do yesterday? Oh my God, I ate the most delicious ham, cheese. I ate the most delicious BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. It's right there. Bacon, protein, lettuce, veggie, tomato, fruit, but culinary vegetable. Technically a fruit, but classed as a culinary vegetable. Sandwich, which means it's between two pieces of bread. We don't talk about the bread unless it's special. And this is why I say English is really, really, English is good at transferring information clearly in a very short period of time. You put your thought, the image that you're holding in your head, into the other person's head immediately. And the things that you pick out identify what you would like to talk about. I ate the most delicious um, pastrami sandwich layered with 4 different cheeses: A, B, C, D, E cheese. And that right there tells the person listening, you want to talk about these layers of cheese, not the pastrami, but the cheese is what you've singled out. Out of all the other things that you could talk about, you picked up the 4 different the 4 amazing cheeses: one, two, three, and four. And it tells the other person you want to talk about the cheese. So what you pick from this list dictates what the conversation is about. And this is the most difficult thing for people, Japanese speakers, to pick up and sort of internalize in English, because in Japanese it's not this at all. It's something completely different. And this is what they struggle with: is identifying A, remembering what they actually ate, and then B, being able to recall it. So, having said that, dear sister, I will send a copy of this to you later via messenger. If anyone else wants this, if you have kids and you want to help them out, I will send this to you also. All right, so that brings us to, this is so ridiculous, so ridiculous. Our 5-paragraph essay. This is so dumb. Okay, so, oh my God. So, our 5-paragraph essay today is why Nicole Kidman is a hottie. And we're going to follow, we're going to mix these adjectives and the 5-paragraph essay being clear on your supporting evidence. So, Nicole Kidman is my object of desire. I'm totally going to get kicked out of the house. I've got my bags packed. I'll be flying home. Dear sister, hope my bedroom is still available. If not, I'll sleep on the sofa, maybe in the living room. Okay, so, see, this is it. And so, this is what you want to know. Wait, she looks so average, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. It's her posture. She does this thing where she sort of rolls her shoulders back like a ballerina, and then she turns her left shoulder, for example, will be pointing toward the camera, and then she'll rotate her head, and she rolls her shoulders back, and she stares straight into the camera. Okay? Then she's got this little tiny pinched nose, which is accentuated when she does that move, and she has that Australian accent. This is why Nicole Kidman is awesome. I'll be in my room. Please knock. Yeah. See, so you think her looks are average, right? Everyone loved her nose, right? Exactly. But she's got this posture, and this is what puts her above Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan doesn't have the posture.
Thank you for trying this demo.
Meg Ryan's a bit of a slouch. Nicole Kidman has that ballerina, roll the shoulders back posture. Truth, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, this has been how to royal order of adjectives combined with the 5-paragraph essay. Nicole Kidman trumps Meg Ryan. Let me tell you why. Reason number 1: posture. When it comes down to posture, some facial features, and accent. So let's talk about posture. This is the main thing. Well, not the main, but one of the big things that separates Nicole Kidman from Meg Ryan is posture. Whenever you see Nicole Kidman, she's never slouching. She sits upright in her chair, But the main thing, what really does it for me, is when she stands and she rolls her shoulders back and she stares into the camera. Done. I'm done. Meg Ryan just has that little cutesy smile thing, right? She's kind of cutesy with the dimples. But Nicole Kidman rolls those shoulders back, stares into the camera. Done. And then she's got a little pinched nose. I can't even remember what Meg Ryan's nose looks like. It's just like maybe like a piece of cheese or a mushroom. I have no idea what her nose looks like. No clue. Now, some will say, but iMorph, Nicole obviously has had some work done on her face. I don't care. I don't care. Ask me if I care. Oh, I just said I don't care. Rhetorical question. So, and then if you pair that sort of, I'm pretty sure she has. I'm pretty sure. Could you Google and find out if she's had, like, her nose, definitely her nose and lips. I'm almost positive she's had work. If not, oh my God, she's blessed with the best DNA. So yeah, Nicole Kidman, the posture. I don't know what Meg Ryan's nose even looks like. She just has the cutesy dimples kind of thing. And then the Australian accent. It's not too hardcore, it's just enough. It's just aggressive enough. Yeah. And unfortunately, Meg Ryan has, sort of a standard American accent. Sorry, Meg. Sorry. So, this is why, for the reasons stated above, posture, fine, thin facial features, and a very strong, not as strong, but a nice Australian accent puts Nicole Kidman above Meg Ryan. I don't know if this is a podcast. I don't know if this is an English class. I don't know what this is, you guys. But welcome to my podcast. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And that's it. That is, I'm pretty sure that's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're at 1 o'clock. Boom. Nailed it. No, wait. No, cycle through. Oh, I know why. So before we go, you don't say about America, sweetheart. Now, that's a different conversation, Vagabond. If you'd ask me who's America's sweetheart, that's a different conversation. That's a wholly different conversation. If that were what we were discussing, yes. Meg Ryan, yes. America's sweetheart, yes. I would totally agree. That's a different conversation. Oh, we have a would you rather. There's a for coffee beans. There's a would you rather. Go ahead and go ahead and would you rather. Let's make it official. Wait for Vagabond to find that. Push the button. Do the thing. So how about you, dear listeners? Slight nose job, lip filler, and Botox. So okay. So Meg Ryan, low maintenance. Okay. Also, dear sister, for you, who is the object of your object of desire in the realm of celebrities? Actually, I'm gonna find out. Midnight Chef, aka my wife, who who she fancies. Hold on. Hey, who's your favorite American actor? Who's the most handsome American actor? Yeah, yeah. Oh, who? Oh, Jude Law? Okay, all right. So not American, but Jude Law. Jeffrey Donovan from Burn Notice. Go. Why? I need 3 reasons. Give me your 3 reasons. Oh, if we're talking the whole celeb spectrum, okay. Jude Law. Okay, and how about female? Who's the most attractive female actress? In history. So she's been listening and thinking. Boston accent. I love the fact she's been thinking about this. So Boston accent, okay. He has a MFA. What's an MFA? Master in Financial Attachment. Oh, fine arts. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, he's brainy and it's fine arts. Okay, all right. I know that's your thing. Vagabond is thinking. That Boston edgy, I'll fight you edge. I see, I see. Utada Hikaru, really Vagabond. Okay, go. I need 3 clear reasons. That's my edge. Nice, gorgeous beefcake. That Boston edge. The Boston accent, apparently, to everyone aside from those from Boston, like the rest of America, loves the Boston accent. That schoolboy crush has never faded. Okay, but yeah, I need 3 clear reasons. Reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. State your case. Your Honor, please ask the defendant to state clearly why he had a schoolboy crush on Utada Yukaru. Thank you very much. Personality. What about a personality? Talent, beauty. Okay, we need to break those down. What about a personality? What about a particular talent? And in terms of beauty, okay, so she was like in interviews and so on and so forth. She wasn't standoffish or snobbish when being interviewed or dealing with the public. In the Johns? Wait, in the what? In what's jail in there? It's like the loo? Restroom? Did she write a song while she was wait, what? What? Is Jude Law in what's your favorite movie? What is that movie that you love? Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is another one. Coffee shop chain. Oh, I don't know, John. Ethan Hawke. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that Sunrise, that whole series, right? What's that movie? What's the movie that you like? With the DNA? Gattaca. Yeah. All right, we've lost my sister. So Boston accent, fine arts, and that Boston edge. Okay, we have all 3. You're back. Okay. So in terms of talent, let's talent and beauty. Vagabond concerning Utada Hikaru. Also, what do you like about Ethan Hawke? Average. He's average. He's average. So he's not. You're a sucker for an artist. Thanks, gorgeous beefcake. So Ethan Hawke, right? So Ethan Hawke, he's just like an average guy, but he's got this disposition, this attitude. What about his Okay, we get okay. Now we got a little more detail. His eyes, eyes. There's something about his eyes. The way his how he looks at you, how he looks at the camera, or okay. So they're small but not. Wait, what? So now we're getting into the details. So for Ethan Hawke, Midnight Chef likes the fact that his eyes are small but not slits. It's not like the old school Japanese eyes. It's not like that. They're small, they're roundish instead of I don't know. I'm gonna get myself in so much trouble. It's not my fault. He's a very sort of normal guy, right? Yeah, he just seems like Ethan Hawke seems like such a normal guy. But from his interviews, right, he seems like a normal. Really? Oh wow, this is all based on how he looks. My sister said Ethan Hawke. She hasn't thought about him in years. Psyche and Zinzin. 考えてるんだって。一緒。今思い出した。Ethan Hawkeのことね。渋い映画。どうやって説明するの？うん。うん。うん。英語でどうやって説明すればいいのか。So her thing for Jared Leto. So concerning Ethan Hawke, it's the roles that he selects that she likes. So he's not sort of a superhero or yes, please. For Jared Leto, what's the thing for Jared Leto? I'm curious. I need 3 reasons. My so-called life. I don't really know. I haven't watched movies in like ages. Who did that? I have no idea. Sexy bedroom eyes. Okay. He has a good relationship with his mom? Okay. Oh, I'm not familiar with My So-Called Life. 1994 to 1995. Again with the eyes. Yes? Yes. Oh. So, okay, so Ethan Hawke. What was it? Jamie Foxx. What's his name? He played Driver. Who's the guy who played Taxi Driver or not Baby Driver? Driver. Just Driver, right? Driver. La 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 Land. What is his name? Dear sister, Midnight Chef, aka my wife, also is an eye person. So she likes those eyes. So Jamie Foxx, Ethan Hawke, and whoever played in La 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 Land. Too many laws. Ryan Gosling, that's it. There we go. So that category of eyes, my wife finds attractive. And she does too. She thinks right, everyone is coming up on 1 in the afternoon here. It is time to call it. If I could just find my list of things. I should really fix that. I should really fix that. If I don't do it now, I won't do it later. All right, hold on. I need to fix something. I need to fix something. Hold. It won't register until the next time but we're gonna do this right now. Something to do with this stupid stuff again. Okay. All right, sorted. Oh, you want to talk about Jared Leto some more? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, you'd like to talk about Jared Leto. Please, go ahead. Go ahead. I've got. Are there any male actors that I'm envious of in terms of appearance? Oh. If I could steal anyone's body, it would be Daniel Craig's. His 007 body. I want that. What are you laughing at? Not once have I judged you, and I say one thing. Why are you judging me? Why you gotta judge? Why are you judging? Huh? Okay. And he is in the same category. So Daniel Craig is also in the same category. Oh, that man's body is fire, right? We won't tell Laser so nice. It's safe here. It's okay. We won't tell him. Man, Daniel Craig. Whew. That man can wear the heck out of a suit. I want that body without any other work though. Oh yeah. Just like how do I get that? How do I want that look. I need that in my life. So apparently the look he was going for was when you would see him like in a suit, you wouldn't be able to tell that he was the 007 character was very unassuming. But then when he takes his shirt off, you're just like, oh my God, right? So that's the look they were going for. I can't imagine the time he spent in the gym though. I'm too lazy for that. That's all right, I'm okay. That's okay, I'm good. I'm good. The maintenance on that is probably too much. I can't deal with that. I'm too lazy. I'll stick with my 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 push-ups a day routine. That's all you get out of the internet. That's it. That's it. Yeah, he seems like a really chill dude, right? I'm going to say something. And if my mother were to hear me say this, she would just look at me and probably just disown me. But I think he's probably the best James Bond to date. I know. You said I threw a 5-minute ad to be here. Hey, Ridu. Oh no, we're just wrapping up, Ridu. I'm so sorry. So sorry. How's your day going, Ridu? He has the aloof part down. Yes. Worth. Yeah, Daniel Craig's got that whole. He's so snooty. It's so good. what I find funny is each time you just woke up, home office, there you go, winning. It's the best, right? Home office, best office. But the only thing you have to promise us is that you're not sitting around in your pajamas all day to work, that you actually change into something that's not pajamas and you can kind of call them work clothes. You're the nice guy version of Daniel Craig. Who is the celebrity crush? Nicole Kidman. For me. How about you? You're in swimming trousers. That counts. I'll take it. I'll take it. I do. Emma Stone. Okay. So as you see here, we have three distinct reasons why I have a thing for Nicole Kidman. Her posture, that ballerina pose, her little tiny nose, her thin lips, and her Australian accent. You, sir, Emma Stone. Go. I change. You only have eyes or phaser. Not suspicious at all. Not suspicious at all. So I do. I change because you need that. You need to draw a line between working and not working for the mental shift. So when I used to give presentations at work or training, I used to make sure I buttoned my my jacket. That was my super bad Spider-Man zombie. Hey, laser. So just we're talking about the characters. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I used to button or undo the third button. And that was like me getting into presentation trainer mode. Because you need to make that mental shift. That way it's clear in your brain. You're going from A to B or from A to C. When I teach, I change. When I stream, I change. And it's sort of the whole process. That's what they teach a lot of. So we all know like guys that work in like special forces and SEALs and is that like Dead Six, Rangers. They do all that crazy stuff. They have to go out and eat bugs for 6 months and then shoot someone from 2 miles away. They were struggling a lot with adjusting to home life. So they had them flip their watch. Like everyone has a thing. One guy flips his watch. So when his watch is on his left arm and the face is on the inside of his arm, that's when he's at work. And then when he like switches it to the other hand or flips it over and rolls it around to the faces on the top, that's he's a civilian. And they teach him to switch. Yeah. And that way you're not blurring the lines between two different things. Going into your home office is your switch? Nice. Oh, I like that redo. So you picked those 3 movies because they prove she is hot no matter what color and style her hair is. So are you saying, what are you, I'm trying to parse that. So are you saying that her hair is important or isn't important, or that's what's, is it the hair? While we're here, I'm looking at these notifications. Someone named Crazy Joe follows. I'm gonna follow them back. Hopefully don't regret that. be Chevy. Be Chevy a follow. Doing streamer stuff. Okay. Hot as a redhead, hot as a blonde. Fair enough. Someone named Flying Kiwi also followed. All right. I knocked out some more work that I need to do on the streaming side. Yay. Don't have to do it later. All right, boys and girls, that's it. We've reached the end. My brain is wandering. Almost time for lunch. Don't know what I'm going to do for lunch. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Today, we... Actually, you know what? No, that's right. Today, we looked at the results from the Double Dash event. Oh, where are we? Oh. Right, there's a Double Dash events with over 9,000 vegetable varieties leading. Tied with Laser Team with 33 points, Phantom Racers with 29, Heavy Metal Racing tied with Phantom Racers with 29 points, and Red Wind with 24, and Blame with 1 singular point. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's a team event. That would be correct. And then we have. So far, it's been here's how it's panned out so far. I gotta hit clear. This is driving me crazy. There we go. Over 9,000. 10, 10, 13. Laser Team 9, 8, 16. 33. Phantom Racers 9, 15, 5. 7, 8, 14 for Heavy Metal Racers. 5, 13, and 11. And Blame with 1 single point. So the Blame team initially started out as, I think, maybe Garage Beers and McCroat, but now it's just anyone. No, it was that was the reveal. Oh, help. Binary, thank you. Binary, also known as Verigrade. We finally figured out who Verigrade is. And McCroat or Verigrade in Garage Beers? You guys are pretty much one and the same, by the way, at this point. When it comes down to this team, just like one of those two. Crody Wody, okay. Crody Wody and Binary. So anyone who turns up and they don't have a team, it's a love triangle, yes. And then, I'm gonna fix it. Then we talked about, we looked at the photos from the race itself. For example, we have a picture of Kaz, Variety, Laser, Mr. Flynn, I believe, Eternicus, Vegeta, Knight Rider, myself, Hikaru JPN, Finish Line, and then my Atenza. I think that's it. That's it. All right. And then we talked about very quickly about the Battlefield 2042 Rendazook move reactions. We're just two acutes and an obtuse one. Oh, God. And then we talked about Tower of Wisdom. 002. Tanstaffel. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. We talked about the kanji that I've picked up over the past few weeks. And then we talked about the Royal Order of Adjectives. And then last, oh no, 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 no. There we go. We all decided, we all agreed that Nicole Kidman is not the not in terms of the America's sweetheart, just in terms of overall appearance. We all agree, right, with my view, that Nicole Kidman's posture, cute little butt, cute little thin nose, and her Australian accent places her at the top. We all agree, right? For sure we agree. Yeah, right, of course. Of course we all agree. Of course. Alrighty. Oh my God, I guess. And then we all agree that Meg Ryan is America's sweetheart. All right, today was brought to you again by Breakbeat King, Sips CSV Kit, Curl, ImageCat, Canva, and the top video by the young man that's studying business, Funkbot 10,000 by Jazz Emu. This is a good one. This is a pretty good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic evening, North America. You agree that my opinion converges onto your conclusion. Wait a minute. Yeah, but are you in congruence with this final conclusion which I have drawn? Do we have someone that we can raid? Do we know someone right off the bat? I can't pull up that window, so I have no idea who's doing what, who's streaming what. Is there someone we should raid? T Slushy, there we go. Does he capitalize the S? Something is capitalized, right? Is it the T or the S? Can't say it, sorry, but that is a personal friend. Okay, all right. T Slushy, there we go. All right, we're gonna rate T Slushy. I'm gonna. Is it safe to assume he's playing Gran Turismo Sport? That he is indeed. All right, we're gonna go over to T Slushy. Thank you for hanging out. I am your navigator, iMorph TV. Also your ever loyal cult leader. Wait, did I say cult? Community leader, iMorph TV. Lunchをお楽しみください。お楽しみします。Alright, I'll see everyone later. Love ya!